I'm Dr. Charles Hart. I work for Texas Agrilife Extension Service. I'm an extension range specialist. Well, the first thing a landowner's got to do when they're deciding what they want to do with a piece of property is have some goals and objectives in mind for what their vision of that property is and what they want to use it for. For example, is aesthetics the important thing, and all they want to do is be able to look at it and have it look a certain way? Or wildlife the important things that they're dealing with or concerned about, livestock and so on. So determine what the goals and objectives for the piece of property are. The second thing they need to do is basically try to inventory what species of brush they have out there, what densities of brush they have out there, to help determine what type of tool they're going to use for brush management. So be able to know how much mesquite we've got out there, or juniper, or other types of species, a little bit about those species in terms of are there some forage values to those species, or are there not, nesting cover, things like that. So learn the species and learn what's out there, and then you can begin to implement a brush management strategy and start looking at different tools that we have available to us, from chemical strategies, whether that be aerial application or the brush busters type techniques, to fire and fire management, brush management with fire, to grazing management alternatives, biological control strategies, and mechanical control strategies. So we may want to look at not only one of those, but maybe a combination of some of those, depending on what the goals and objectives and our inventories have told us. And then finally, once we do implement those strategies, we need to be able to go back and evaluate what's done and compare that to our goals and objectives and determine, are we reaching those goals and objectives with the types of strategies that we've chosen to implement, and then have some kind of a feedback loop where we can adjust and change or continue what we're doing, and follow-up management strategies as well. There are no silver bullets out there when it comes to brush management. We've got to be able to follow up and do maintenance of those pastures and those rangelands from this point forward. So.